Morning, McVeigh students. Welcome third graders on Wednesday. Welcome to all the other grade levels that are tuning in. This is Workout Wednesday. We are going to do a fast-paced workout here for several minutes. Try to keep up with me. You might need to take a break at some point, which is fine. After a little break, you can hop right back in with us. And at the end of today's video, I'm going to do some bike safety. I have my bike here in the room with me, and I'm going to show you guys some things about how to pump your tires up, how to wear a helmet, and talk about some different things, particularly in the state of Delaware. State of Delaware is a little bit different than a lot of other states with some things that they recommend and require for bike safety. Delaware is rated as one of the highest bike safety states in the whole country, and we're going to talk about that later today. But first, we're going to work out. We're going to do a series of exercises. Again, these are going to be fast-paced. Some of those are going to be for our lower body down here in our legs. Some of those are going to be for our upper body above our waist. And I want you guys just to try to keep up. I'm going to go pretty fast-paced and give you a taste of what you can do. We all have some restrictions on us as far as going to playgrounds and parks and stuff like that. And unfortunately, you probably live near a playground that's not open right now. So I'm going to show you how you can get a good workout in your home. We're going to use some exercises that we do at school and probably some new exercises. We're going to switch about every 20 seconds or so to a new exercise, and we're going to keep things moving. So kind of remember some of the things that we do today, because in the future you can do these types of things in your house, whether or not you're able to go outside or not. You could also do it outside, and someday I'll show that to you, although it's a little bit wet outside right now because it rained last night. So I'm not going to be able to show that to you, but someday I'll show you some things that you can do outside in your neighborhood, or if you have a big enough yard, you can even do it in your yard at your house. Okay, so let's start where we always like to start, with jumping jacks, and then I want you just to follow along, and we're going to keep things moving between upper body and lower body exercises. Your heart's going to be pumping. You might want to have a little cup of water nearby, because we're going to get a good workout here. Workout Wednesday. Sometimes at school you kids call it Wacky Wednesday, but I'm calling it Workout Wednesday. So welcome third grade on Wednesday, April the 15th. Feet together, hands at your sides. Fourth graders, fifth graders, younger students, if you're watching, enjoy it, have fun. Welcome to our Workout Wednesday. We're going to do 25 of these, and we're going to move right into the next exercise. And those of you who like push-ups, we're going to do lots of push-ups today. Okay, here we go. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, hop on 2 feet. 2 feet. If you're in first grade or second grade or kindergarten, you know this exercise well. We do lots of these. You can pretend like you're jumping rope. I actually have a jump rope over here, but I'm not sure how well it would work inside. All right, stop. Okay, we're going to switch to one leg. Keep your balance. Again, we're going to do each exercise for about 20 seconds. And probably the farther we go, I'm going to have a hard time talking after a while. And stop. All right, switch legs. Hop on that other foot. You can hold your foot out to keep your balance. Are you guys tired yet? I see some of you sitting down already. Come on, guys. And stop. All right, push-ups. We're going to go for 20 seconds. Do as many as you can, or hold that nice straight up position. Ready, go. Remember when you're in your down position, don't touch the ground. Hold yourself above that floor. And stop. Back on your feet, run in place. Some of you little leaguers out there whose baseball season has been stopped, you need to be doing these workouts. Get yourself in shape. You guys that play soccer out there, these are some good exercises for you to do. Lacrosse, basketball, and stop. All right, leapfrogs. Nice and high, we're gonna do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, everybody with me still? Run in place. I see some of you sitting down. I see you out there. Have to get those knees up. Those knees up. Good runners have good knee lift. And stop. All right, little circles. I'm gonna run in place. You guys can stand if you need a break. If you don't, keep moving with me. Medium circles. Make sure you're moving backwards. Make sure you're moving backwards. You always have a tendency to lean forward from looking at all those screens. So we want to move backwards. Big circles. And this loosens up your shoulders. Your trapezius muscles around your neck, we call those your traps, and your deltoids. And this is a good transition into jumping jacks. 25, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, push-ups. As many as you can in 20 seconds. Ready, go. If you need to, hold that nice straight up position. Real tall at the top, just above the ground at the bottom. All right, 1 foot hops. Go, pickle foot. When I say stop, I want you to land on the same foot without letting that other foot touch the ground. You can pretend your jumper open. Air jump, and stop. Don't let that foot touch the ground. Go again, and stop. That's it, keep your balance. All right, switch feet. Side to side, front, back, front, back, front, back, stop. Good, go. Stop. Go. Stop. Switch feet. Side to side. Oh, come on. I hear you guys huffing and puffing out there. Come on. Come on. We got to make up for not having recess every day. Front. Whoa. Back. balance. Keep your balance. Go. Stop. 2 feet. Side to side. Front, back, front, back, front, back, side to side. Super high, super high, super high, super high. All right, and stop. Little circles again, little circles. I'm gonna keep moving. You probably need a break. You can stay in there and doing this will be a little break for you guys. Medium circles. If you're good, keep moving with me. Get ready for that pacer test when we go back to work. Big circles. Hopefully we're able to get back to work sometime around the middle of May. Still have field day and get on that pacer test and see how we're doing. And stop. All right, leapfrogs again, nice and high. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, run in place, go. Anybody still with me, been able to not take any breaks? Hopefully. Hopefully, you soccer players out there, you guys should definitely be able to do this. You got a big field to run around there, 100 yards long. And stop. All right, we're going back to jumping jacks. 25, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, back to push-ups. Hold that nice straight up position, nice and tall like this. Or do as many as you can in 20 seconds. In that down position, hold yourself just above the ground. Here we go, ready, go. Come on, we'll pump them out. All right, on your feet. All right, 2 feet, 2 feet. Go apart together, apart together, apart together. That's it. There you go. You got it. Together, apart, together, and back and forth, and high, and high. Good. And high. Good. Why do you think basketball players can jump so high and they're so fast? Because they jump every day, all the time. One more high. And stop. Okay. Ready? Go. Still loosening up here. Still early in the morning, guys. All right, here we go. Left leg. Left. Remember, left makes an L with your hand. Your other side makes a backwards L, so you know that's not right. Switch. All right. Good, and switch. When I was younger, I used to just jump rope for minutes at a time on one foot. So I know you guys can switch back and forth. If you hear some noise, I have a competing workout going on here in the other room with some of my family members who weren't able to join us. They couldn't keep up. Switch and stop. Hold that foot. Keep your balance. Go. Stop. Keep your balance. Go. Stop. Keep your balance. Go. Again, if you need a break, take one and hop back in as soon as you can. I know that a lot of you can't keep moving. That's okay. It's okay. For those that can, though, we're going to keep going. And stop. All right. Switch side to side. Like you're hopping over a stick or a little stream. And forward and back. And forward and back. And forward and back. And switch. Ready? Side to side. And forward and back. And forward and back. And forward and back. And stop. All right, good job, guys. Little circles. Again, if you need a break, don't run in place. If you're able to keep going, keep going. Some of you lacrosse players may be able to keep going. Medium circles and big circles. Run in place with me if you can. I'm starting to sweat. Anybody else out there sweating? Yeah, good. It's good for you. Good way to start your Wednesday. All right, and run in place. You go forward, backwards, forward, and backwards, forward, and backwards. I was just scratching an itch. You don't need to do that part. And backwards. And can we move side to side? Side to side. Side to side. All sports players have to be able to move sideways. Good. Good. Keep moving. And stop. All right, let's go back to push-ups. I said we're going to do lots of push-ups. Don't say I didn't warn you. 20 seconds. Keep those backs straight. No slouch backs like this. Keep them straight. Ready? Go. Come on, guys. All right, jumping jacks. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's worth it. We can do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 20, 25. All right, back to leapfrogs. Get those feet shoulder width apart. Make sure your toes are even. Toes are facing forward. We want to land in the same position. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Land softly. 7. Your landing should be nice and quiet. 8, 9, 10. Run in place. We're going to go for a few more minutes. And then I have my bike right here. And I'm going to show you guys some things about bike riding and about bike safety and tell you some things about Delaware. Delaware has gone out of their way to make bike riding safe for people. And we'll talk a little bit about that. It's a good thing. All right, 1 foot. Are you still with me? Is everyone sitting down out there? Come on, get up. Don't be afraid to sweat a little bit. You guys can do it. Switch. Remember, if you take a little water, don't take too much and get what we call a cramp. You'll have what we call a side stitch right here in your rib cage. And we don't want that. Switch. Stop. Go. Stop. Keep that balance. Come on, kindergartners. There you go. Go. We're going to go for 2 more minutes, guys. Switch. 2 more minutes. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. 2 feet. Who's still with me? 2 feet. And high. Good. High. Good. High. Good. High. Good. High. Good. All right, run. That's it. Let's finish strong. Got about 75 seconds left. Let's finish well here. Come on, faster now. I see some, I don't want to see it walking in place. Come on, pump those arms. We're almost done our race. You always finish the last part of that race strong. Don't ever give up. Keep working. That's it. Come on, power through. Power through. Good. We got this. I think we should finish with 1 more round of push-ups. What do you think out there? Oh, good. You guys agree with me. Good. All right. Let's finish with 1 round of push-ups. Everybody back down. Keep that back straight. No crooked backs. Mom or dad don't allow that. All right, here we go. Go. All right, everybody, let me get my bike. If you have your bike, you can get it. And we're going to do our best with the camera here. I have a pump, I have a helmet, and I have a bike. And boys and girls, I love to bike ride. Sometimes I even bike ride to McVeigh from my house. It's a good little ride. Takes me a decent amount of time to get there, and of course if you bike to McVeigh, you have to bike home. So let's talk about pumping your tires up, and then we'll talk about some different things with bike safety. And I'm a little out of breath just like you are. Now here along your tires, you should have written here how much air pressure your tires take. Now your tires' air pressure is measured in something called PSI. That means pounds per square inch, okay? It's not really important you understand what that means, but you need to be able to read the numbers. So right here on my tire, it says 40 to 65 PSI. So the pressure that this tire is able to handle is 40 to 60 PSI. Now down here I have what's called a valve. Okay, and if I unscrew the cap on that valve, remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So I turn that valve counterclockwise to the left, and we have a little cap here that I took off, and I have a pump, If you don't have a pump, then you have to find somebody that does, or you have to find other means to get your bike pumped. When I was younger, we used to always ride to a gas station and get one of the guys to fill it up, but now a lot of gas stations don't have garages, and they might not have an air pressure valve, but a lot of gas stations do have air that you can pay for. It's usually 75 cents to $1. My pump here is fitted with a road bike and a mountain bike, or the kind of bike that most of you kids probably have. A road bike is for people that ride on the side of the road, on the shoulder, and have the skinny tires, and usually are wearing the fancy bike clothes that are matching. They're much thinner tires than these tires are, and what your tires would be for riding around your neighborhood on your bike. And the reason the tires look differently is because they're a lot faster. They're made specifically for either bike racing or doing long rides on a bike that are 10 miles or greater. These here are all-purpose tires, or what we sometimes call mountain bike tires. I could take this bike out into the middle of the woods at a local state park at White Clay Creek, for example, and I could ride on the trails. I don't need to ride on a road. I could ride on dirt and rocks, and these tires would be fine. But if I took my road bike that I normally ride to McVeigh, if I ride from home to school, those tires are real thin, and if I took those tires on the trails, they would pop, most likely. I maybe be able to ride for a little bit, but eventually I'd get a flat tire. So I'm going to take the correct valve, which would be this side of the pump, and I would put that right over the valve here, and then there's a little lever, which you may or may not be able to see, and I apologize. I know that I don't have a cameraman. I don't work for a big TV station. I need to get Mr. Wilkie to get me a cameraman here that can zoom in. But there's a little lever here that I would push up, and when I push that little yellow lever up, it locks the valve on my pump valve on the bike tire valve, and then I can begin pumping. Now let me put my kickstand down here. On the bike pump, you'll see that there's a pressure gauge. I hope you guys can see this. Okay, there we go. See that little yellow ticker there right now is on 0. As I would pump air into my tires, that ticker would begin to move around the compass here, and eventually I would get up somewhere in between that 40 and 65 psi, and I have numbers around the perimeter here that read to me how much pressure is in the tires. So I would keep pumping with the handle here. I would keep pumping that tire until my pressure valve on my pump got all the way up here to in between that 40 and 60 range. Okay, so that's how you know how much air to put in your tires. I know a lot of people just kind of pump, and they just kind of feel it with their hand, but that's not exactly how you're supposed to do it. That may work, but you probably have too much air in your tire if you're doing it that way, and the risk is that if you put too much air in your tire, it can be just as bad as not having enough. That means they'll pop a lot easier and you'll get a flat. Alright, now my helmet. This is what a bike helmet looks like. Most of you have probably seen this. This is one for road biking, but you can go to Walmart. I've seen them recently as cheap as $12 and get a bike helmet there. Delaware requires that kids that are 16 or under wear a helmet. As a matter of fact, there's even some language in the law that says 17 and under, meaning under 18, wear a helmet. And if you're out riding around, I would definitely recommend that you observe that law as you would any law, but you should have a helmet You can get them even cheaper if you buy one that's used. You just want to make sure that you thoroughly clean it before you wear it, of course. But some helmets cost as much as $100, and of course, the more you pay, theoretically, the better they are. But you should have a helmet on. It is a Delaware state law. Now, Delaware is rated as one of the top 2 bike safety states in the country. If you've ever noticed riding around Delaware, on any road that's been paved recently, there's always a bike lane on that road, particularly in and around the city of Newark. If you've ever noticed as your family's maybe driving around Newark, see that there's lots of bike lanes and lots of bike paths, and of course some of that is to facilitate the college students who ride their bikes a lot to class. But sometimes these lanes are painted green to separate them. But any road that's newly made in Delaware and is not what we call a country road or a back road always has a wide margin on the side of it, which we call a shoulder, for bike traffic. And Delaware is one of the few states in the country. One of our neighboring states in Maryland also is very bike friendly. But Delaware is rated one of the highest bike safety states because of all of the provisions they've made and space they've made on the side of the road. As a matter of fact, Delaware actually has a law that traffic must pass into the opposite lane of someone that's on a bike. Most states have a 3-foot gap, but Delaware has a law that if you're on a multi-lane road, that you should make every effort to move them to the opposite side of the road to protect bicyclists. Delaware also has what we call the Delaware Greenway, which is in and around the Wilmington area and just north of Wilmington, a super long bike path that connects several miles north of Wilmington with the city of Wilmington. And there's also the new Riverfront bike pathway that goes from downtown Wilmington all the way to Old Newcastle. If you've never had a chance to do that, and you have a way to get a bike down by the riverfront, if you've ever been to the Delaware Children's Museum, down in that area there, and where the Blue Rocks play, there is a bike path that goes for several miles where you don't have to worry about traffic, and you and your family can ride all the way to Old Newcastle. So all the way down toward Battery Park, if you've ever been there. Look it up on a map, look it up on the internet. They're also talking about sometime in the next couple years making a bike path from the city of Wilmington to Newark, in and around the Christiana Hospital area. It would tie in somewhere around there, which would be very nice to be able to bike from the Newark area to Wilmington. So Delaware has made several efforts to make biking very friendly in this area. But for most of you, you'll be biking around your neighborhood if you're not with your parents. You should always wear one of these helmets. Always have mom and dad help you. Make sure your bike tires are filled with as much pressure as they should be. Yeah, if you don't have a pump, it might be a good investment, or take it to a gas station. And boys and girls, always watch for traffic. Whenever you're biking, you should be on that sidewalk probably, unless you're with mom, your dad, or unless mom or dad have given you some type of other directive. You want to be careful, because you have to remember that if you're out on the street, that there's cars on the street, and that you have to really be paying attention to what you're doing. So unless mom and dad tells you you can be out there, you need to be very careful and stay on those sidewalks. And if you have to cross the street, it's the same as walking across the street. We always have to look both directions, and look both directions 2 or 3 different times just to be sure there aren't any cars coming. Okay, we have to remember that we're not the only ones that are out in the neighborhood, but there's cars out there too, and we have to be careful. Always looking ahead, right? Whenever we're on that bike, we're always looking 10 seconds ahead. Just like when you get your driver's license, there's a little tip for you guys before you're even 16. All right, boys and girls, that's going to be it for today. We'll be back tomorrow on Thursday with 2nd grade, and Friday with kindergarten and 1st grade. We're going to have some fun together And looks like we're going to have some good weather here for the rest of today. On this Wednesday, the sun's starting to come out, so get outside if you can, get some exercise. Boys and girls, try to tune in as much as you can during the week, even if it's not your grade level, and we'll get a good workout in. Hope you enjoyed today. If you couldn't keep up, if you keep doing the workouts every day, within a couple weeks, you'll be able to keep up. All right, miss you guys. Talk to you guys later.